What happens when Google answers the search before anyone clicks? That is the uncomfortable question behind the next phase of SEO. For years, the basic deal was simple. A person searched. Google showed links. If your page ranked well, you had a chance to earn the click. Better rankings usually meant better visibility. Better visibility usually meant more traffic. That model is not gone. But it is no longer the whole system. Google search is becoming more answer-driven, with AI-generated summaries, AI mode, supporting links, and a process called query fan-out. Instead of treating a search as one isolated keyword, Google can use AI to explore related questions behind the scenes. Then it can build a broader answer experience around the original query. For anyone who depends on search traffic, that creates a different kind of uncertainty. Your rankings may still exist, your pages may still be indexed, your content may still be useful. But the user's path is changing. In more searches, the first thing the user sees may not be a list of blue links. It may be an AI-generated answer with supporting sources around it. That does not mean SEO is dead. It means the job is changing. The old question was, how do I rank for this keyword? The new question is, how do I become a source Google can reasonably cite when it builds the answer? That difference matters. On May 19, 2026, Google announced a major AI search upgrade. For SEO professionals, marketers, creators, freelancers, agencies, and small business owners, the important point is not just that Google added more AI. The important point is that AI is becoming more connected to how search results are produced, expanded, and presented. Google says AI overviews and AI mode may use query fan-out. In simple terms, query fan-out means one search can turn into several related searches behind the scenes. The system does not only look at the exact words the user typed, it can break the need apart, explore related angles, and assemble a more complete response. That has real implications for content strategy. If your SEO workflow is still built around one keyword, one page, and one ranking position, it may miss how AI search is interpreting the task. A user may type one question, but Google may evaluate the topic through several connected questions. So your content may need to answer the main query and the supporting questions that make the answer complete. This is where the tension begins. Google's message is that normal SEO still applies. That matters. It means the fundamentals have not disappeared. Helpful content still matters. Clear pages still matter. Technical accessibility still matters. Credibility still matters. But outside data suggests user behavior is shifting. Pew found that users clicked traditional search results less when AI summaries appeared. That does not prove every site will lose traffic. It does not mean every query behaves the same way, but it does point to a real change in behavior. When the answer is visible on the results page, some users have less reason to click. That is the core pressure. SEO can still work, but the click is no longer guaranteed just because the page appears. There is another important signal. Semrush found that AI overviews expanded beyond purely informational queries into commercial and transactional searches. That matters because many businesses used to see AI summaries mainly as a problem for definitions, simple explanations, or top-of-funnel content. But if AI overviews appear in commercial and transactional searches, the impact moves closer to revenue-focused pages. That can affect a creator explaining a tool, a freelancer writing service pages, an agency building comparison content, or a small business trying to rank for buyer intent searches. Again, this does not mean every search becomes zero-click. It does not mean Google traffic disappears. And it does not mean you should abandon SEO, but it does mean the workflow has to mature. The mistake is treating this as a debate between two extremes. One extreme says SEO is over. That is too broad to be useful. The other says nothing has changed because Google says normal SEO still applies. That is also too simple. The better middle path is this. Normal SEO still matters, but the target has expanded. You are no longer optimizing only for a ranking position. You are also trying to become part of the answer system. That requires a different content workflow. The first step is starting with a question cluster. Instead of beginning with one keyword, start with the set of questions a real user needs answered. What is the main question? What would someone ask next? What comparisons matter? What definitions are needed? What practical steps would someone need before making a decision? This matters because AI mode and AI overviews may use query fan-out. If Google is expanding the query, your content should not be thin around the edges. It should answer the broader intent around the topic. The second step is building a page that is worth using as a source. That does not just mean writing a long article. Length is not the point. The point is whether the page gives a clear, reliable, useful answer that another system could reasonably use as support. That means the page should be specific. It should explain the issue clearly. It should avoid vague claims. It should separate facts from interpretation. It should answer the obvious question, then handle the practical follow-up questions. For this topic, the difference is easy to see. A weak page might say, AI search is changing SEO and brands need to adapt. That sentence may be true, but it does not give the reader much. A stronger page would explain what changed, what Google says, what Pew found about clicks when AI summaries appear, what SEMrush found about AI overviews moving into commercial and transactional searches, and what practical workflow follows from that. The stronger page gives both people and systems more to work with. It is not just targeting a phrase, it is providing a structured answer. The third step is answer first structure. Each important section should begin with the clearest possible answer before adding detail. Many SEO pages still hide the answer under long introductions. That can be a problem in an AI search environment. If a page is supposed to answer a specific question, the answer should be easy to find. For example, if the question is SEO dead because of AI mode? The answer should be direct. No, SEO is not dead, but the workflow is changing from keyword targeting to building clear, credible answers that can support the search experience. Then the page can explain the nuance. This helps human readers. It may also make the content easier for AI systems to interpret. The goal is not to trick the system. The goal is to make the page genuinely useful and clear. The fourth step is credibility. In an AI search environment, unsupported claims become a liability. If your page makes a factual claim, it should be grounded. If it references research, name the research. If it gives advice, make the reasoning visible. For creators and small businesses, this does not mean every page has to read like an academic paper. But it does mean the content should show why the reader should trust it. A page that says, AI overviews are destroying all traffic, is not careful. A page that says, Pew found users clicked traditional search results less when AI summaries appeared, is more credible. A page that says, SEMrush found AI overviews expanding into commercial and transactional searches, is more useful than a vague warning about AI taking over search. The fifth step is AI visibility tracking. Traditional SEO tracking usually focuses on rankings, impressions, clicks, and conversions. Those still matter. But teams also need to watch where AI-generated search experiences appear around their important topics. The question is not only, are we ranking? It is also, are AI overviews appearing for this query type? Are supporting links showing up? Are competitors being cited? Are our pages visible around the AI-generated answer? This kind of tracking is not about chasing a guaranteed formula. There is no guaranteed AI overview citation strategy. Anyone promising that is overstating what can be known. The point is to build awareness. If AI summaries appear more often in your topic area, your workflow should account for that. If they appear in commercial searches related to your business, that deserves attention. If they do not appear much in your niche yet, the urgency may be different. The sixth step is a refresh loop. AI search makes old content easier to outgrow when the topic changes, the search layout changes, or user questions shift. A refresh loop means returning to important pages and asking practical questions. Does this page still answer the main question clearly? Does it cover the related questions? Are the facts still current? Are the claims too broad? Is the answer easy to find? Does the page show enough credibility? Is it still aligned with the search experience users are seeing? That is the new operating rhythm. Start with the question cluster. Build a page that is worth using as a source. Put the answer first. Show credibility. Track AI visibility. Refresh the content as the search experience changes. That is the practical middle path. It does not require panic. It also does not require pretending nothing changed. It simply accepts that search is becoming more answer-driven. There are limits to keep in mind. You cannot guarantee that Google will cite your page in AI overviews or AI mode. You should not build a strategy around promises no one can honestly make. You also should not assume traffic loss will be the same across every site. Different topics, search intents, brands, and business models may feel this shift differently. And you should not replace every SEO practice with AI-specific tactics. Google says normal SEO still applies, so the foundation still matters. Clear content, accessible pages, useful information, and credibility are still part of the work. The change is that these fundamentals now need to support a broader goal. Your content has to rank when links matter. It also has to be useful when answers matter. For SEO professionals, reporting has to evolve. Rankings alone are not enough. You need to understand how the search result itself is changing. For content marketers, briefs have to evolve. A brief should not only include a target keyword, it should include the question cluster, the answer structure, the proof points, and the credibility requirements. For creators, written content should support authority beyond the video or social post. If AI search is looking for sources, your website needs pages that are clear enough and credible enough to be referenced. For freelancers and agencies, client education becomes part of the service. Clients may ask why rankings remain stable while traffic becomes less predictable. The answer is not always that the content failed. Sometimes the search experience changed. For small business owners, the goal is not to publish more generic content. The goal is to create pages that answer real buyer questions with clarity and trust. The deeper shift is from keyword targeting to source-worthy answers. Keyword targeting asks, what phrase do we want to rank for? A source-worthy approach asks, what complete answers should we be trusted to provide? That is a more demanding standard, but it is also a better one. Because if Google answers more searches directly, the content that earns attention will likely be content that is clear, structured, credible, and useful enough to support the answer. The future of SEO is not only about getting the blue link, it is also about becoming a trusted source behind the answer. That is the strategic takeaway. Do not declare SEO dead. Do not ignore the behavior changes. Do not chase guaranteed citation tricks. Build around questions. Create pages worth citing. Put the answer first. Show credibility. Track AI visibility. Refresh the content as search changes. Clicks may become less predictable, but the need for trustworthy answers is not going away. And that is where the next SEO workflow begins.